Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Here we go. Wide eight.
Mike's by 4. I got him. Shift.
Here we go. Going to 54. Wide eight. 26.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
47.
31's the mic. Switch. 31's the mic. I'm going to run you over. 31's the mic.
26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that's Elliott. Complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down.
Some people call it a shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass. All you're trying to do is open up the middle of the field, flip the ball forward. In this case, they didn't gain any yardage.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Kill. 47.
31's the mic. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Sweat.
Prescott from the gun. Cooper's got it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Kill.
Here we go. 46. Then we're going to 53. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. This complete to the former Longhorn Marcus Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Here we go.
55. Come on. You better bring it. Slam. Check 43.
26.
A first down carry by Elliott. He's got daylight past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So they start this game just like they won. Opening drive touchdown, a nice run there to finish it off.
Yeah, that's what we call an explosive run because of the distance. And being able to do that, that puts a little uncertainty in the minds of your opponent.
Point after try forthcoming. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Set, 180.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Get that quarterback! And wait! Shit!
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Okay, Brady, I see you.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up second and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Time to go, night. 36.
Wait, 89.
Now a give running right. It's Cook. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Check, 390. 380.
54, Mike, 54. I don't think you got it, son.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Set. Hey, Brown 80.
Mike, 54. Here I come.
Now they try the right side here. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Rivers. He'll let this go for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tavon Austin, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right, number 1 goal is what? Make playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. All day. Day, every day. Any day. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Here we go, kill.
Ball.
Here we go, go to 54, wide.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. They can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check three, check three.
Here's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Taken from just outside the 30. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. First and 10.
180. Number 53. Mike 53. White. You got nothing.
First down. Here's the run with Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 46-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12.
Here we go, D.
Now Cook. And he's going to be met at about the 43. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter of play.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
Rapid. Hey, Rocket. One set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, Mike 7.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And that's caught by Smith. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
And the Vikings first down.
Mike. Check 90. Ground 80. Mike. Not today, you are. Not today. Hey, watch it.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
The Cowboys' 26-yard line.
Set. Select 15.
Hey, tight that.
Hey, 79. 5. Load it.
6.
Load it.
36. I got it. Watch it. 36.
They go play action. Rivers. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Delta. Mike 36. Mike 36. Better bring it. You better.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Hey, kill.
31's the mic. Stay with your man. Go. 31's the mic. Go. 31's the mic. Danny.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here go 46.
31's the mic. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
26.
Prescott to throw it. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mike 50.
Here go 47.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Mike 5-5. Mike
26.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man. Complete. 30. 10. Touchdown. Cowboys. Marcus Johnson, 92 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
3rd and short yardage, Rivers. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin.
Come on, fella.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Easy.
They're running it.
The first down throw here for Rivers. It's complete to Diggs. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Cook running right. Pretty move. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That'll be complete to Cook. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Rivers. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Check 37. Check 37. Mike 36. Mike.
Ball.
Hey, what's the ball?
Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Here we go. Mike 36. Mike 36.
I'm going.
Keep it skinny.
I'm going back to you.
On play action, Rivers. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
Zero.
They'll run with Cook, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even 1st half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Go. Get out there.
Mike 22. Mike 22.
26.
1st down, Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. A good pick out there at 22. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Rush in.
On 1st down, it's Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
47.
Here we go.
They'll run with Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Go to 54. Line in.
I'm here.
Prescott down. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
It's going to be a long day.
Mike 55! Mike 55!
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
We're going to 54. Why ain't?
It's just me and you.
Check three. Check 3. Check 3.
Watch the 6.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in the field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Right there in the middle. 55.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
On 2nd and 7, Rivers setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Check hot route. Hot.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problems with me.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
Running for it. Here's Cook. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 19-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
A throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
On the carry, it's Cook.
I got it.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Alpha! Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
36. Ricky.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And Diggs has it. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the slant. Joker.
Now a give, right side. It's Cook, and down he goes just beyond the 35, and that pretty move got him some extra space to run. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the 37-yard line.
They're 180. Black 15.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Mike 54. Wild Bill. Hey, check 20.
12.
54. Mike 54.
Wait, 89.
Now Rivers. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
49, check 49.
Jim.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
You can't block me.
Check 50.
Check. Crunch.
SOS.
Watch twist.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott.
Check safety.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Let's go. Come on.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey,
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I smell fear in that offense.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. It's a party now.
26.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Viking 16.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go. 480.
Watch it.
Then we're going to 53.
Here we go. Check 52.
Under 10. 10.
Here we go. Going to 54. 180.
25. Check 25.
26.
On first down, it's Elliott. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
Switch.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Check. Mike 42. Check down.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And his kick is indeed good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Load it. Load it! White!
Rivers on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Check. 12.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. In on the stop, it was Dorrance Armstrong.
Hey, Delta!
Hey. 36. Hey, let's get this. Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Here it comes. Plus right.
Mike, 36. Mike.
Hey, zoom.
Watch the run.
3rd and long for Rivers. And that will be incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here we go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough 1st downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Here's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. Cooper was the target there. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Delta! Hey, Charlie!
36.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run again on 1st down. Cook. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Even. 4 down. Even. Red.
On 2nd down, Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Rivers. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Under crunch.
Now Elliott. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check.
Again, it's Elliott. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory.
Let's go.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Cowboys, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk